Hello everyone. I'm starting about a minute early just to make sure everything is going well. And I'm going to get my video going. Sorry it's so dark. Let me see if I can turn a light on here. So can everyone hear me fine? I see a couple people have joined. Let me see. Oh, perfect. Oh, thanks, Anne. Hi, Anne. How are you doing? Okay, I'm going to turn another light on just to see if I'll get a little bit more light for you guys. I think that's the brightest I'm going to get. I had to switch to DC bulbs so that I wouldn't have the lines across that you get like on videos and pictures when you're using your regular AC. You probably saw that in my pictures last week or earlier this week when I was posting. Okay, well, I'm going to start. I apologize this isn't on YouTube. There was an issue this morning, so I had to quickly switch over to Facebook. But I will, until that issue is resolved, I'm just going to keep doing it on Facebook and upload the videos onto YouTube. So what we're making today are these two, or just one peony card. This is the one I showed earlier in the week. It has a little bit of vellum on it. Last night I decided to make this again just to make sure I had all my steps correct. And, you know, actually I did it without the vellum, and I'm kind of happy with that result. So I'm going to show how to make this card like this. Okay, so what we're using, or what I'm using today, is Pinkfresh, the Blooming Peony. That's this stamp here. You can see it in my platform. Got that already set up. It's a rubber stamp, clean rubber. I also have the stencil set that goes with it. These are 7 stencils, and these will create the entire background of the card, so you don't have to do any hand coloring if you don't want to. Now for my thanks and hello, you don't have to use these. I decided I wanted to use my hot foil sentiments here, and I am using the Pinkfresh Fancy Script Words. This is the hot foil set, and I also have the dies for it. I'm also using some nested rectangles to create the center here, and then also to make sure that I've cut the outside correctly. I'm using the Spellbinders. I've had this set for a long time, and I seem to use it a lot, so I'm using that. I'm also using Distress Oxides. I wanted to have like a printed finish. And so I'm using Scattered Straw, Festive Berries, Worn Lipstick, Speckled Eggs, Shabby Shutters, and Peeled Paint. Now with this card, I also used another color. It wasn't Kitsch Flamingo. I think it was Tattered Rose or another light pink. But I decided to just stick with 2 colors on this card for the flower, and I like the results of that. I'm also using the Hammermill 100-pound smooth cardstock. I'm using Versifying Claire in Nocturne. I'm using a stamp platform, And if you want to use the vellum, also vellum, and of course a piece of gold cardstock to go around the outside. And in the centers of the flowers there, I did add a little bit of, you can use stickles. I've got Nuvo glitter drops. That's what I used on this card. And then of course the foam tape and the regular tape, and I also used liquid adhesive, oh boy, which I left open overnight, so that might not be good. Oh, hi Christine, good morning. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the card. Okay, so I've mounted my stamp onto the base here. I'm actually putting it away from the edge a little bit so that this way I can do a nice cut on my paper. I don't want it too close to the edge because I want to be able to use my nesting dies well. And in order to make this work on this one, I have to cut paper to 5 by 6.5. So I'm going to start with that. And if you find I'm going too fast, or if you have a question, I am going to pop up and look up at my screen from time to time, and I'll answer any questions that you have. So 5 by, it's about 6.5 there. And I'm saving these scrap pieces here because I can use those for when I'm making my sentiments. Oh, you know, now that I think of it, I should probably put my foil press on. I use the Gemini foil press. I know the Spellbinders foil press is also good. So I'm stamping 2 of these, and the reason why I'm doing that is because when I created this card, I'm actually nesting the dies together like this and running them through. So I am creating 2 of them just in case my tape sticks to it and I ruin an image. So yeah, so this hammer mill just came in. I ordered some the other day, and it just came in on Friday, I think it was. And so last night was my first time using this, and I like the results so far. It was really easy to work with last night. So this is the Nocturne again. My friend Christine, who's watching right now, her dad made this block, and he made one for her and one for me, and oh, I just love it. Okay, so I messed up there. That's over here, and a little bit more there, and I guess there. See how that looks. I'm still messing up there. I think that's there. Ah, there we go. A little bit more right there. I'm a light stamper, so I have to go over these several times sometimes. And again, you don't have to do 2. I'm just being safe with this. Okay. The Eddy tool. Yes, that's what we should call it, the Eddy tool. I love it. See, that's a nice clean one. Cat hair there, but that's okay. Get that off really quick. Okay, what I did find last night when I was doing this is that I had to dry this. Oops, I had to dry this a little bit, so I apologize for the sound. See it right there. Oh, and there went my Gemini hot press. See, that's still wet right there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I've never tried this, but I'm going to see if I can just do a little tap there. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. We'll gently tap this side. Oh yeah, that works well. Still a little wet right there. Okay. So this will definitely be my last choice because of the smudge there. Yeah, I'm not used to it being so wet for so long. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the stencils going. So what I do is, I don't have a grip mat or anything. I just mount my paper with a couple of pieces of tape. Okay. Oh, that's so smudgy. Oh no, I smudged it again. Okay, this is not making me happy. I'm gonna go over that one more time. Yeah, this will just have to be the one that I can't screw up on. Okay, so I'm finished with my black ink. And now I'm going to go on to the stencils. So there are 7 of them in this set. I'm going to go in order of the set. So there's a lot of stenciling in this video, but I find using the oxide, which I don't use very often, which is unfortunate because it is good ink. With the oxide, it moves really fast onto here and gives a good, nice layer. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit the phone. Okay, so I'm starting with the speckled egg, which is such a pretty color. Let's move that. Here, I might go back. Sorry about that movement. Yeah, I think with this one I'm just going to have to fussy cut the flowers out of it and use it on another card. So I'm not liking that smudge there. course, when I die cut this down to mount onto the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 base, I might be able to salvage that that area there. Yeah, it's so pretty. What a nice color. I like the background. Like if you didn't want to do all the colors, the flowers and the leaves, just look at that. Isn't that pretty? I think I want to do a card, and if I do, I'll show it later this week, with gold and just having like navy blue in the background, and then not doing the flowers, and I bet it would be beautiful. Okay, let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Getting some of those crevices there. Oops, right there. Let's see how we did. Oh, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Just love that. Okay, so the next one, stencil 2. It's a pretty flower. So I'm just going to line that one up again. And this one is worn lipstick. So like I said, the first time around, oh, it's spun sugar that I used the first time around. That's right. You know what, maybe I will go to that. I'll go back to spun sugar for the background on that. And just make sure. I'm going to compare it to the first card. Yeah, it was spun sugar. Perfect. Yeah, I thought it was so clever. I thought, okay, I'll just write down all my inks that I used and put that aside, and then when I figure out the product that I used, like when I do my little supply list and write my instructions, I have my inks already, and so I cleaned up all my inks and put them back to where they were supposed to go, and I cleaned off my table, and it went into recycling, and we had a recycling day, so I missed what inks I used. Wow, these colors together, just that pink with the speckled egg is lovely. Okay, it's weird that stamp 3 is yellow. Like I always thought I'd want to do the rest of the flower first, but I guess it makes sense. You might want that to dry just a little bit before you start doing the next layer. So this one I'm using scattered straw. Whoops, that's not lined up. So if you're watching from Canada, and if you want to know where to get some of these supplies, I'm not sponsored by any of these stores. I usually get my craft supplies from 3 stores that are local to us. In Nova Scotia, we have my stamping studio. They're located in Windsor. They carry a lot of Pinkfresh there. And my friend Christine and I, we just went there yesterday, and there was a Pinkfresh sale, 15% off. So that was quite fun. Bought some more dies and some bling. Working west, the next store I shop from. I've only been in there once, but I do shop online. It's the Nick Nook. They're located just outside of Moncton. It's a great store. If you're ever in the area, I would highly recommend going there. They have a lot of great supplies there. And they also carry Pinkfresh, for example. So I'm done with the scattered straw. So next I'm on to stencil 4. And stencil 4 is worn lipstick. Worn lipstick. Okay, then the third store in Canada that I like to buy from, just moving a little bit more west, is Scrapbook Central. They are located, they're in the suburb of Montreal. I've been there, I think 2 or 3 times now. And every time my husband and I have gone to Montreal, he knows that there's like a 2 or 3 hour window where he's not going to see me because I'm taking an Uber or something and heading there. That store is just as awesome as Scrapbook Central and my stamping studio. I feel very fortunate that we have such good stores to buy product from. Yeah, look at those colors. Aren't they pretty? Oh, I love that. Yeah, so Christine, the yellow one, these were one of those mini brushes. I picked this up when I was at Scrapbook Central. That's kind of funny that you mentioned that. Do I have any more here? I don't have the packaging for it. So, yeah, I don't know how big it is. It's maybe 3/4 or 1/2 inch. Probably 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, but I really like the small blending tool. Okay, so now we are on number 5. So on this one, you're not only doing the flower, but you're also doing the center of the little yellow flowers. Number 5 is Festive Berry. It seems to be really runny. I just cleaned these stencils before I went live, so I wonder if there's a little bit of liquid still in this stencil. That still turned out okay though. Yeah, I have blending brushes, but I didn't want to use them for this because I didn't know. I like my blending brushes for my dye inks, and I didn't want to put Distress Oxide on it. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay, we're making our way through. Only 2 stencils left. Okay, so now we're doing the bigger leaves here. So Christine and I, we had a little girls trip yesterday. We went to, like I said, we went to the stamping studio. I think we realized we spent 2.5 or 3 hours there. And we probably could have spent longer. Like sometimes for shopping, sometimes for talking. And we're looking at all the goodies and dreaming, like, oh, we can make this with this. Or, you know, should we buy this? And yeah, it's just good. There's so many awesome products out there to use. Oh yeah, this one's Shabby Shutters. Hi Jada! Hello! So Jada was on the Quiet Fire design team with me, and her projects that she makes are just awesome. So if you have an opportunity to friend her or follow her, then yeah, she's very inspirational. Okay, the last one, yay. We are doing the inside of some of the stems we just did, and we're doing some of the larger leaves. So don't be concerned if your stencils don't line up perfectly with these. I think that they make these a little playful, and I think they intentionally make some of these not line up perfectly. Oh, so this one's peeled paint. I forgot to say that. Pretty. There we go. Plus, too, it kind of looks like a print, like a vintage print. The bottom yellow. Oh yeah, you're right. Good one, Christine. I was working quick there. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I think that was stencil 3, maybe. Thanks, Christine. There we go. I did that yesterday too when I was doing this. When I was remaking the card. That was stencil. This is 5. And stencil 5 is the festive berry. So that's this one. Perfect. Thank you, Christine. Okay, so that is done. Let's put my little stickers up here. Okay, so next step, I'm just going to dry this just a little bit. And I'm going to wipe off my hands too. Okay, so the next step is we're going to die cut these. So I've got 3 dies here. Well, first, this is going on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. So I picked a die that was just under the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 because I wanted to leave a little bit of white around there along the edges. So that's why I picked this size. And then I wanted to have a little frame and elevate this. So I picked some dies that went just in the middle, just like that. So I picked 3. This one is going to be for my gold frame, right around there. And then this one is just cutting out the middle. Now when I look at both of these, I like the flower on that one better, but that one's a little smudged, and I'm not sure, I might be able to get away with using this one. No, I don't want to chance it. I'll use this. I'll try to do it with that one later. Okay, just make sure I got the right one. Yep. So some people, they go back and they re-stamp their image. They keep their stamp in the platform, and then they put this back in and then re-stamp over it. So this way, like you can see it right there, it's just my ink is slightly covered the stamped image. And I tried that yesterday, and I did that. It looks kind of weird. You can see it's offset. So I really need to get used to doing that before I start doing it on finished stencil cards. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. Make sure I'm centered there. Yep. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to use this tape that I used yesterday, and you're gonna think this is weird, but I'm just gonna take my shirt and just put it on there because I don't want this too sticky, because I don't want to have it stick to my finished front and rip that off. So I just make it a little less tacky. And it seems to work for me. Again, I know it sounds weird, but it usually works. See, it's even all around, which is nice. To cut through, did. And again, this is why I made 2 of these images, just in case my technique didn't work. I had a backup. Look at that, isn't that awesome? Like even just that on a card front, picture that with a frame around it and embossed behind it, like a plain embossed white base, that would look nice. Okay, so next I'm going to take my gold cardstock here, I'll run this through. It moved. Ooh, but it didn't move too much. Yay. aside. Now we're going to put it on the card base. So I already have one made up. I just keep a nice stack of these made because I don't want to waste my time making card bases when I'm in the middle of a card. I just want to keep on going. And plus too, it's nice to have all your colors already done, so that if you're making a card and you're just like, oh, would this look better on, like for example, this one, would it look better with a green background, or you know, whatever, then it's nice to have the card bases already done. I'm doing a top fold. Just want to make sure I cut that properly. I did. So I'm using the Nouveau glue here. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Ah, there we go. I've been using this a lot lately and loving it. It is such good glue. So you want to make sure that when you put your frame on, you're going the right way. Card open correctly. Good, good, good. Okay, with this, I'm just going to use a tape runner. Wow, that took a long time for that to heat up. Perfect. Okay, so at this point you can just leave it flat like that because it looks good. It looks really good with it flat. But I wanted to elevate it a little bit. And so I picked up this foam tape. It's at the Dollarama. And I don't remember how much it is. Christine might know. It's like a couple of bucks a roll or something. So I just put just to be safe, I put a little bit of that down. I probably don't need to put the tape down, but the extra tape down, but I just like being a little extra cautious with it. Just because, you know, you put all this time into a card and you want to make sure that it's going to make it to the recipient. There we go. Love that. Love the colors. Okay, so next we're going to hot foil. You don't have to hot foil at this point. You can use, you know, whatever you want. I just like hot foiling, and I like these sentiments from Pinkfresh. Some of them are big. I thought they'd be too big for down here. I didn't want to cover up the flower. So I have two picked out. I have Hello. And then thanks. So this is one of the bits left over. When we were cutting our stamped paper, so it'll be about that big. And of course I'm going to use gold to match what we use for the frame. Just cut this. I tried using scissors with this and I just make a hot mess. You can see I did it there yesterday and it was just awful. Yep, so what I do is I just keep... Oh no, I cut my mat. Oh gosh darn it. I just bought this mat yesterday. Oh, I'm so sad. It's okay, it still works. Okay, so yeah, I find with the roller it works well, I guess, until you cut your craft mat with it. But that's what craft mats are for, aren't they? So I usually set my timer for this because I'm doing 2 at a time. I set my foil press to 25 seconds. And I place it in the middle so that I cut it. I place it down the middle lengthwise because if you turn it this way in your foil press, I'll show you when I go to take it off. I find that it pops. And yeah, just 1 second. Yeah, so I put it in this way because if you put it like this, then I find that like when you run it through, like let's say if it was just like this, because your rollers are going this way, that it pops and that you get extra foil down here because it's pushing down on that. So if you're doing small things or lengthwise things or long things, it's best to have it the long side this way so you're not popping as much. Let's see how that looks. That's pretty good. And I don't think this is going to be an issue. Okay. And I need the dies for that, which I just had out. There we go. I might have to do one at a time here. Maybe. Yep, I will. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do another hello card. I like that one. So I'm just going to take my Gemini Mini out. If you don't have a mini or a similar small one, and if you're wondering if you'll use it, I use mine a lot. It's perfect for these. Oh, that really sticks. It's perfect for the small bits like this. And the plates last a long time. What I do is, like, next time, because I ran it through this way, So I'll just flip this over, and so next time I'm running it through this way, so I kind of keep my folder here pretty flat. Okay, so close to done. Just pop this out. Oh, that's so cute. You can pop this up too, but I'm just gonna glue it. A little bit more on that hole there. Gosh, it's so pretty. I love this stamp set with this script. Goes so well together. Okay, last, the Nouveau glitter drops. So what I did, I just put them in the center of these wee yellow flowers. You don't have to do this, but I just thought it made it look even prettier. Put right there, and center of that flower. So there you go. We finished this hello card. Like I said, it could be a thanks card. You know, you can play with this with different colors, eliminating some of the stencils, and yeah, it just makes it. It took a while to get through all the stencils, I think, but really that's the longest part. Once you get past that, you know, you're fine. What you could do if you want to eliminate some of the time, you could just keep it all with the background, with just the stamped image, and, you know, maybe you just do the flower, and that would really make it pop. Or again, like what I mentioned earlier, just having the background, like that would look kind of cool. Okay, so thank you again. I really appreciate y'all taking your time to stop by. If you ever have any questions, just feel free to message me, or whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube. And oh, I should move that more center there because my phone moved. And you know, or just leave a comment if you really like this video. Just you know, like it. If you're on YouTube and if you like this video, just hit like and subscribe, and you know, I plan on doing a video, a live, you know, every week, because I craft every week, and it'd be nice to share what I make, and just to meet new crafters like you. So thank you again for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a happy crafty day. Bye.